Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. What if I told you the 17-inch laptop weighs less than most 13-inch machines, and it's smarter than your assistant? Stick around, because this isn't just a laptop. It's a statement. I opened the box, and I swear, for a split second, I thought they'd ship me an empty chassis. 1.29 kilograms. That's it. For a full 17-inch machine, it's almost confusing. And LG's not playing around here. They know exactly what they're doing. This thing is paper thin. We're talking just a hair over 12 millimeters at the front edge. But even more impressive than the weight is how premium it feels. There's no creaking, no flexing. It's tight, solid. The chassis has a magnesium alloy build, so you get that balance of lightweight feel with dependable durability. The finish? Smooth, matte, and honestly classy. No fingerprints, no distractions, just clean lines, ultra-modern minimalism. Color options? You get two this year. Obsidian black, which we have here, and a gorgeous, deep blue that honestly deserves its own spotlight. Ultra-thin usually comes with a compromise. Ports get the axe. But the Gram 17 laughs in the face of that trend. Over on the right, you get two USB-A ports, a 3.5 millimeters headphone jack, and on the left, two USB-C ports. A full-sized HDMI, yeah, that's rare. And of course, the power port, though you can charge via USB-C too. It's not overloaded, but it's exactly what most people need. No dongle life required. Even the 65W power brick is designed for minimalists. It's compact, almost smartphone style, with a long USB-C cable that doesn't feel like a backup option. Let's talk about what you'll be staring at for hours. The screen. This is a 17-inch IPS display, and it's massive, but not in a bulky way. The bezels? Practically gone on the sides. It feels immersive, like everything you're doing is floating in front of you, whether you're editing video, typing up a doc, or just zoning out watching YouTube. It feels clean, calm, spacious. The color accuracy? It's solid for productivity. It's not targeting gamers or hardcore creatives, but it gets the job done beautifully for day-to-day work, media, and multitasking. And yes, it's matte, so reflections? Gone. You can actually work in bright spaces without cursing the screen. The keyboard is what you'd expect from LG. Chiclet style, super familiar, with just the right amount of travel for something this thin. There's a numpad, which I know some of you need, and it's still spaced out enough that it doesn't feel cramped. Typing on this thing feels natural, comfortable, effortless. The trackpad? Big, smooth, responsive. It's no MacBook, but honestly, it's pretty close. No stutters, no misgestures. It just works. But here's what caught me off guard. The hinge. Despite the ultralight build, you can lift the lid with one hand. That might not sound like a big deal, but trust me, on a laptop this light, it is. And it makes a difference. Under the hood, the Gram 17 is powered by Intel's Core Ultra 7, part of the new Arrow Lake lineup. And for graphics, it's got Intel Arc. Now, this is not a gaming laptop. Let's be clear. But for productivity, for multitasking, for creative work that's not GPU intensive, it flies. You can run heavy spreadsheets, handle a dozen Chrome tabs, run Lightroom, and still feel like the laptop's just cruising. And with 32 gigabytes RAM on board, configurable depending on the model, you've got the headroom to keep multiple apps running without choking the system. Storage comes with a 1 terabyte SSD. Fast, snappy, and plenty of room unless you're stockpiling 4K footage. You're looking at a 90 WH battery, and it's impressive, with light to moderate usage. Think writing, browsing, streaming. I was pulling in 12 to 14 hours without stretching things. Even with heavier tasks, it held its ground for a full workday. And because it's USB-C, if you ever need to top up on the go, you can use your phone charger or a power bank. That's a lifesaver. AI, but not the fluffy kind. I'm talking real useful, time-saving stuff. LG's included two tools. Gram Chat on device, Gram Chat Cloud. And they're not just gimmicks. The on-device version, completely offline. No data sent anywhere. You can search your files, apps, even settings, just by asking. Try this. Find that document I was working on last week. Boom, it pulls it up. You can toggle dark mode, extend battery life, even summarize content you wrote weeks ago. There's even a feature called time travel, which is basically your desktop's memory. It captures snapshots, so you can revisit what you're doing days or even months ago. Think of it as a visual timeline of your work. And it's fast. Super fast. Now, If you're connected to the internet, you can switch over to Graham Chat Cloud, which feels more like ChatGPT, but integrated into your workflow. Need to draft an email, translate text, create an itinerary, or get writing help. It handles all that in seconds. And yeah, it even wrote me a happy freaking birthday message that was so over the top I had to read it twice. Emotional whiplash. In a good way, not just volume, clarity too. There's still bottom firing, which is never ideal, but the tuning, it's better. Dialogue is clear. Music isn't tinny. And for watching content or taking calls, it does more than enough. You won't be DJing off this thing, but you won't be scrambling for your earbuds either. So, who's this laptop actually for? If you're someone who values portability, but refuses to settle on screen real estate, the Gram 17 is perfect. It's for remote workers, students, creatives who need space, not GPU firepower, professionals who want AI tools built in, not just tacked on. It's not for gamers, not for heavy-duty 3D rendering, but for 90% of everyday tasks, it's more than capable. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tech news that IT really helps out the channel. And if you're curious how this compares to something like the MacBook Air or the Surface Laptop 6, stay tuned. Those reviews are coming up.